is the TorbayHour radio show.
Yeah, good evening, just after 8 o'clock Monday night. It's a hot and sticky one in South Devon, I think it's fair to say. It is the TorbayHour radio show, and in the studio tonight it's me, Rick. We've got Martin as well, and I feel under pressure because the boss is in.
The boss is in.
Sophie's
you know
here.
it.
Absolutely. Cakeless, I noticed, but the boss is in.
Well, thinking of my waistline.
All of our ways, well, certainly mine and yours.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it has about, what about a week this week has been? Incredible.
It's been lovely. We'll have more of this weather, please.
It looks like it's going to be certainly like it this week. It's Wimbledon as well. What's going on?
Something's gone wrong somewhere.
Go horribly wrong. If it's the first time you've joined us, this next hour is all about talking business, promoting business and doing business in Torbay and South Devon. It's getting exciting. The South Devon Link Road is changing by the day right now. Roundabouts are growing from the ground.
I know, that was weird.
Where did they come from? Where did that come from tonight?
Well, I'm liking it. It's progression. It's moving forward. It won't be long until we can go, oh yeah, Newton Abbot Torquay, that's about 5 minutes. As opposed to
yes, please.
the 45 minutes, which it can sometimes take. But anyway, yes, we're talking about doing business, promoting business. It's basically an hour-long advert. If you're holding an event and you want to tell the business community, or in fact anyone else who's listening, then get in touch. The easiest way of doing that is, of course, via Twitter. That's where it's all began for us. What's the hashtag, Martin?
Hashtag TorbayHour.
Easy. You can do it by the phone as well if you want. 01626 361 977 is the studio number. We, of course, have music from artists that have recorded either here at the Music Mill or in Devon. We've got 3 brand new songs for you tonight. I think by coincidence they are actually recorded here.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Well, you know. So if you are an act that is recording elsewhere, we don't mind. Just send us your tracks and we could be giving them some airtime. If you want some feedback, if you're having a gig or something like that, tell us and we can tell everyone who listens to the show. Right, as is the normal practice, it's time to start with our account of the week with Armstrong's Removals. Thank you to them. If you've got any removing needs, they are the people to talk to. As easy as that. They could be moving across the county or indeed across the country. Now, today we're going to be talking to Nikki, actually, and Nikki is from Hyundai. Now, Hyundai aren't just cars, are they? They're absolutely huge.
It is indeed, yes. It's one of the largest motor manufacturers in the world now. So, yes, things have really moved forwards in the right direction.
No, I mean, it's far broader than just cars, isn't it? I've seen Hyundai cranes and boats and goodness knows what.
Absolutely, yes. Hyundai are the only manufacturer to make all their own parts for their vehicles. They also make their own boats. They make ships, they make department stores. They are absolutely huge.
I make a department store. Off-the-shelf department store. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? It really does.
It does, it really does.
So let's bring this right back to good old Torbay and South Devon and Exeter. Who are you working for right now, then?
Okay, well, right now I'm working for Bristol Street Motors in Exeter. I'm actually business specialist here for Hyundai, and I've been here since November.
Okay.
But I've been with the brand for about 12 years.
Now, Hyundai Cars, obviously, as we're just saying, is just a division of the big corporation.
Yes.
People, I guess, really, until about 4 or 5 years ago, probably weren't used to seeing Hyundai as a brand. Everyone was familiar with Fords and Vauxhall and all of the big ones. But Hyundai were kind of the young upstarts.
Yes, absolutely, they were. It's taken a while to get Hyundai onto people's consideration lists, but the thing that we tend to find, or the thing that I find, is once people actually sit in our cars, their expectations of them are pretty low when they first see them, and then they get into them, and it's a complete reversal, it's complete change, which is fantastic from my point of view, because obviously when I'm going out with my cars and I'm taking demonstrators out to businesses, you know, it's really great feedback, and it's just really good to get that.
I mean, cars as a whole have moved on. I remember in the days when I was, I guess, learning to drive, and everyone had got like a Mark I Fiesta or a, Mark II Escort, and they were the coolest things. You know, to have windscreen wipers on a car was an added luxury. I mean, now...
Absolutely. I know that the technology that you get these days is quite unbelievable. And actually, not an awful lot of people know this, but Hyundai are the world leaders in hydrogen fuel cell technology, which is actually quite an interesting subject for a lot of people at the moment, with obviously all of the environmental issues, a lot of people wanting to move their fleets across to green fleets and things like that. And it's absolutely fascinating technology. It really is.
I mean, it's come on a long way. I guess the thing which is holding anything back would be battery technology above anything else. I mean, aside from fuel cells, if you're moving into electric cars, it's the batteries. How are things going with that?
Well, actually, the technology is moving in the right direction, and we are expecting some electric vehicles on the fleet next year. We haven't actually been confirmed as to when we're likely to see those, but it will be sometime during 2016, which is really good news for us, because obviously with us being a business centre, we need to be able to offer right across the range, the whole spectrum, really.
Why is it when a car manufacturer designs a car which is eco-friendly, all of a sudden it loses all the style? I mean, it's like if you're if you're an environmentally friendly person, clearly, according to car manufacturers, you want a box on wheels.
Well, you say that, but the iX35, which is our SUV, actually is what the hydrogen fuel cell is based on. It actually looks fantastic. It really does. It really does look the part. So I tend to disagree on that one.
We'll agree to disagree on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking, if all cars were built like the Tesla, the Roadster, one of those built on the Lotus Elise, we'd be fine.
Absolutely. I'll have to send you a picture of one of these.
I look forward to it, I really do. Now, okay, so let's talk about the Hyundai range. Presumably we start at the i10.
We start at the i10, which is our city car. Now, this has won several awards, which is absolutely fantastic. It's won Best Super Mini this year within the fleet sector. And it's the bottom of the range for us. It's the small city car that we have.
I guess we're comparing this to kind of Cat or Nova kind of size car.
Yes, the really dinky ones. And it's a fantastic little car. It really is. And obviously that's been really put on the map by the scrappage scheme. That really sort of put us and our cars on the map. Because people were sort of trading in their old bangers, and they were coming in and having a look at ours and thinking, wow, actually I can have something for, or an awful lot of money, really. And it got people interested in the brand. And obviously with the 5-year unlimited mileage warranty, it's just done absolute wonders. So yeah, very, very proud of that.
So I guess you go from the i10. Is there an i20? I've lost track of the i20.
Yeah, we've got an i20, which actually came out earlier on this year, the new i20, which is bigger than the old model, the outgoing model, and it actually looks, it is just fantastic. It really is. You're sort of looking at around mid-70 miles per gallon. It's available in a coupe version as well, which they've recently launched, and it's fantastic for driving instructors, actually. It's a good driving school car, that one.
And then obviously you've got the i30, the i40. Yeah. The i40 is a kind of Mondeo-sized car, isn't it?
It is, yes, it is indeed. And we've recently actually seen the new one come into our stock, and it really is an absolute beauty. It's a must to see this.
Now, one of the things which I guess Honda started this back in the 80s, was when you bought a car from the Far East, basically threw all the toys at it straight away.
Right.
So, I mean, the last Hyundai I got into was, again, fully toy-laden.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, for me, as a gadget freak, that's one of the things, because you always get confused. I mean, certainly with some manufacturers, decide on the model you like, but then you've got to decide, do I want an electric or a diesel? Do I want a petrol? Do I want leather trim? Do I want heated windscreen? Do I want sat-nav? Do I want reverse sensors? And when I got into an i40, it got virtually the lot.
Yes, they do come very well equipped. The S, which is the entry model, is absolutely fantastic. You've got things like air conditioning, projection headlights, LED daytime running lights, that kind of thing. So you are, you're getting into a car that actually, it's quite surprising when you find out it is actually only the entry model. And obviously then if you go up to the premium, you're talking of all the bells and whistles, which is fantastic. But of course, my market is the corporate market, and people are really interested in things like CO2 emissions, miles per gallon, fuel economy, whole life costs, and all those kinds of things. So I'm not so much getting people coming in looking for the toys. It's more about, what can I save? What does this actually mean to my what's going to happen to my change at the end of the month? It's more about economy.
I mean, I guess this is a huge change from, again, the late 80s, when engine size was irrelevant. If we were, buying petrol by the gallon for a quid, it was expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I mean, cars that are delivering 90, 100 miles to the gallon even are not unusual.
No, absolutely. No, the technology is changing so quickly. It's obviously a constant moving feast, and car manufacturers are having to keep up with that, so the pressure is certainly on. But it's exciting because for us as dealers, it means we're getting new products, constantly. This year we've got new Tucson coming out in September, which is the new iX35, the replacement to that. Santa Fe is coming along, a 2016 model year version of that. We've had i20, we've had Santa Fe at the beginning of this year. So i40, it's a constant thing. It's just constantly evolving.
Now, back in the mid-2000s, we were all told that diesel was the way. The government told us we had to have a diesel car. It seems to have turned round and they're now saying, I know we told you needed a diesel, but what you actually need is a petrol. What's going on?
There's a lot of speculation over that, and in all honesty, I don't know exactly which way it's going. All I do know is that people are looking for that alternative. They're looking for the sort of the greener method, the method that is going to basically save them money at the end of the day. So where that goes, I don't know.
Okay, so if we're in this, looking at it from a purchasing point of view, either as an individual, sort of contract leasing, or as a business looking at a way, do Hyundai, presumably they offer their own financing?
Absolutely. Yes, they do indeed. I mean, as a business centre, we offer various funding methods anyway. So you'll get somebody that might come in and say, look, I've got a wedge of cash that I need to obviously get rid of. I'd like to buy a car, please, or a van. We get people in that want to do the leasing, contract hire. There are so many different methods, and it's obviously down to us to be able to advise. Obviously, people have their accountants that they can talk to go for their advice. But we are here as business specialists as well to obviously help them make those important decisions that they need to make.
I like the idea of a car dealer having... Maybe it's because I've not bought a car as a corporate, but do all car dealers have business sales teams? I guess they do.
No, they don't actually, no. Hyundai UK actually nominated Bristol Street Motors in Exeter, a business centre, at the back end of last year. And you will find that there are only a select number of dealerships that do have that status. And what that means is obviously it allows us to deal with the corporate market and to obviously offer them the services that they need. So, for example, things like extended demonstrator vehicles. If you're a private customer walking into a showroom, you may be offered a test drive that will last perhaps half an hour, which is great. But from a business perspective, you might have 10 people that want to have a look at that car and have a play with it. So what we like to do is we like to offer those extended demos, say, up to a week. We'll deliver it and we'll come and collect it again afterwards. And then obviously we keep in touch with that customer to get that feedback and find out, when they're in the market to change their cars. So things like that, enhanced discounts as well, you'll find, reduced rate after sales, all sorts of things are all sort of combined within the business centre environment. But also worth mentioning, Hyundai are actually moving out of our facility here on Marsh Barton. We're actually moving into a new facility in the near future, which is good news, but we'll be sole as Hyundai, and obviously we will have that business centre status there as well. So we'll be able to look after the whole of Devon and Cornwall, and we're sort of perfectly located to do that here in Exeter.
Excellent. I mean, I guess that though, from a business point of view, again, the ongoing cost, the servicing and all that, the support is kind of almost as important as the initial purchase or lease.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The whole life costs are analysed. Obviously, these are really important, so we need to be able to advise on those, which is what we do. And actually, Hyundai's whole life costs are very, very attractive. I receive those on a monthly basis and compare them to obviously other models out there, other makes and models, and but they need to be, obviously, to be, aggressive in the market. They've got to be, and they're very well placed to do that.
Great. So as we've got, you were saying there's a new Santa Fe, which are the kind of the larger, the sort of Freelander size vehicles.
Yes.
Is there anything new, exciting, potentially fast that's coming up? I paint myself this terrible picture. Sorry.
Actually, no. There is. We've got new Genesis coming. I don't know whether you know much about that. It's a 3.8 litre GDI V6 Auto.
Wow.
So a little bit like Toyota have done with Lexus, but it's Hyundai's premium saloon. And we will have stock of that, which is quite exciting. So it's actually the most refined technologically advanced Hyundai ever made in Europe. So we are very excited to see that.
And the cars are actually made in Europe as well.
Yes, they are. Yes, a lot of them are. I mean, Hyundai have got factories in Korea, in India, in Turkey, in Czech Republic, all over the place, the States, everywhere. So yes, and the new Tucson that's coming out, those will be made in Europe as well, which is great because obviously waiting times for those will be far more reduced, which will be fantastic.
Well, so, there is something about European car build quality as well, I think, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. They understand the market, so it's it's obviously advantageous for us to have that. So.
Brilliant. Now, tell us where you are at the moment. So if we want to come and see one of your new fleets, where are you now?
Okay, well, we are based on the corner of Marsh Barton Road. So we're sort of toward the Exeter end of Marsh Barton, and you can't miss us. Yellow flags everywhere on the corner of the road.
I know where you are.
You know where we are.
I know where
so we're in the greenhouse, if you like, the Hyundai greenhouse at the moment, but not for much longer. Yes, we have a full suite of demonstrators available, and obviously I'm Nikki, and I'm here to help, really.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for being our account of the week.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to coming and seeing you and possibly all driving. I'll tell you what, though, you do sometimes, you're driving along, every other car is a Hyundai.
Yes, absolutely. Particularly when you've been working with the brand for so long, it does kind of take over a little bit.
So what are you driving now?
I'm in the i40, actually. I'm very pleased to say I'm in the new i40. It's the 141 PS, so it's pretty powerful up Holden Hill, which is lovely. And, I shan't be giving it back. So I'm hoping they don't sell it.
There is a gig for you. You never know. You could be working with Chris Evans on Top Gear soon.
You never know. I'm trying.
Nikki, thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Talking and tweeting business in Torbay and South Devon. This is the TorbayHour Radio Show.
There you go. Hyundai UK, our account of the week this week. Thank you to Nikki there for spending to us about new cars. Always something I like to talk about. Can't necessarily afford one, but I always like talking about.
It's nice to talk about.
Yeah. Just after 8:15, it is the TorbayHour Radio Show. How are we doing on the Twitter feed tonight?
Loads going on. We've got a couple of newbies already. We've got at Bertie Crew, where they do dog accessories.
Dog accessories?
Yeah. So you got all your collars and your coats and your dog accessories. I don't know. Also, El Hazelcott. They've got holiday cottages up on Dartmoor, so they're my new favourite people, because I love it up there. Got to give a shout out to AC Print. They're tweeting from the beach, so we're not at all jealous. We want to be on the beach, but we're in a dark studio. Sandra from last week, she's actually singing with some proper people that can actually sing this week, so she's running an a cappella singing workshop.
Okay.
Well, there was a few comments about our singing last week. I don't know why.
Because it was awful.
Somebody apparently counted 5 key changes in my singing. I thought that was pretty good.
That's all right. What were you going for? 10?
I said if I'd hit any key, that'd been worthwhile. So, hitting 5 was fantastic.
Getting them in the right order next time will be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't comment. Mine was all over the place too, but
Was it? I'm singing the right notes, just not necessarily in the right order. Yes. The Crafted Empo won. Congratulations. She's welcomed in her new granddaughter into the world today. When I say she's welcomed into the world, she actually helped her daughter give birth, by the sounds of it.
Wow.
So, very congratulations. Very well done, and well done to all involved.
Well, it always brings back those memories, and I always remember not the one memory. There were no hot towels anywhere near the place. You always see in the movies, don't you? It was like kind of, fetch the hot towels! And when it actually came to it, I wanted to be able to shout that line in a comedy moment to relieve the stress in some way, and there were no hot towels.
No.
Anyway.
I won't tell you how I tried to relieve the stress. Let's just say that the midwife looked at me very funnily.
Right, okay. Thank you for that.
So, anyway, back to it. At Here's Tommy, congratulations to him as well on being a finalist at the UK Barber Battle. And it's Liverton County Fair this Saturday at Blackpool School.
Right, now, tonight in the studio is Sophie, back with no cake. We're not going to dwell on that at all. But you're here for a purpose other than just to tease us with the lack of cake, aren't you? There's another big... whenever you come, there's a big announcement.
I know, I get to give all the big stuff. Very exciting.
It is. Now, tonight is no exception. We have another big announcement. What is being announced?
Right. Well, it's no surprise that we are really proud of everybody who tweets and uses social media in Torbay. We've already had the conference earlier this year, which was brilliant, huge success. And this is something we've wanted to do for quite a while now. We are we are holding, as far as we know anyway, Torbay, maybe even Devon's first social media awards ceremony. It's very exciting. We're going to try and keep it simple. We want people to be able to enter themselves, but also nominate other people that they think are doing a really good job on social media, really putting themselves out there and putting Torbay on the map as well. So,
and presumably, I mean, obviously, the main people that put Torbay on the map, social media-wise, is you guys.
We can't
but
enter.
You can't enter.
No.
Hey? What?
Yeah, Martin never told you that. Sorry.
Oh, right.
I'm mortified.
Yeah.
I just thought I was going to win everything.
I tell you what.
We can have our own awards ceremony in McDonald's later.
Right, do I get a Happy Meal toy?
I'm buying a new dress. That's how I'm
right.
consoling myself.
Okay.
I'm buying myself a new dress.
So
yeah.
back to being sensible.
Yes, anyway.
Right, so this
Okay.
is awards for social media for people that have made a big impact. Have we got details yet of categories?
We do. We
Right.
have got categories. So I will do a little quick run through. But what I will say...
Do 2 or 3 and then
Yeah,
we'll pause and then we'll come back.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
And also, as from this evening, if you go to www.TorbayHour.co.uk/awards, it'll take you to our website and the list will be there. And there's a link for you to be able to nominate and enter as well. But, so, we'll start with the serious ones. There's a few serious ones. We're going to go with the best Facebook business page.
Okay.
And then we're going to split the Twitter for business down into 2 categories. So we're going to go with best small business, and we're looking for businesses that are very much owner run. So obviously if Millie and me could enter, then I could have entered that category, but I can't. So yeah, smaller businesses that are owner run. And then we're going to have the best business account corporate. So that's the larger businesses that have got multiple offices. You know, sometimes they've got 2 or 3 different people that tweet for them. So those are the first 3 categories that we'll tease you with.
Right. Okay, more on that. If you want to start nominating, thinking about that, we will tell you how you can do it very, very soon. It's time for the first of our musical interludes tonight. That sounds posh as well, doesn't it? I feel kind of underdressed now. Now we're talking about award ceremonies. There's presumably going to be a call for a black tie.
Not if I've got anything to do with it.
Well, I feel underdressed now even talking about it in my floral shirt. What?
I never even realised. That's beautiful.
You sat opposite me for 25 minutes.
I've been working.
Yeah, okay, right. You can stick to that excuse. Right, time for a musical interlude. Now, this is actually a collaborative effort from Digby and Doc, who are 2 of the producers here at the Music Mill. This is a great song, actually. I heard it for the first time this afternoon and really like this. It's called When You're Flying on the TorbayHour radio show. like that. When You're Flying from Digby and Doc. It is the Torbay Hour radio show, 26 minutes past 8.
If you want a career in the music or radio industry, you need to talk to The Music Mill. In partnership with the Academy of Music and Sound, The Music Mill now offers both BTEC diplomas and degrees covering both music and radio production. These industry-backed courses start in September, so don't miss your chance to learn from professionals with decades of experience. With limited places available, register now and talk to us about studying in Devon for a career that could take you across the world. You can find out more online at www.themusicmill.co.uk.
Yeah, get in line on that one really soon. And Smoking Days chances you to come and look around the Music Mill and see what's going on in the coming weeks. So now we're talking about the awards, the social media awards with the Torbay Hour. Sophie is here. We've unveiled these already. What's coming next?
Right. The next one is for people that aren't just into Twitter, but they use lots of different platforms. So we're calling it the Best Integrated Social Media Campaign. So actually they might be using Twitter and Facebook, but they might dip into Instagram. They might be on Pinterest, LinkedIn.
There are so many now.
Yeah,
that you have to,
that's right.
I mean, now does Periscope and Meerkat, do they count as separate social media platforms, or are they a part of Twitter or whatever?
I don't know. I see Periscope as separate.
Yeah,
I
separate.
would say.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And then I know a few people that are going to be interested in this category. We're going to go with Best Blog. So who are your favourite bloggers? You know, who do you look forward as soon as the links go on? Who do you click on and read? Who are you interested in following? So we've got Best Blog and one more. Shall we go with then we'll have the last one in a minute. And the next one is Best Community Engagement. So we're looking for the accounts out there that are maybe charities or CICs, community interest companies, and they're really good at engaging with people, letting people know what they're doing, what events are coming up. So yeah, that's for them.
Okay, so another few categories still to come on that. We're talking about the social media awards for Torbay and South Devon. Thanks to the Torbay Hour for putting all this together. Do we know yet the details? So when is the big ceremony going to be?
It's going to be Friday the 4th of September at the Redcliffe Hotel in Paignton. Dinner and dancing and the award ceremony. So what we're doing with this is that the categories are all open to enter from tonight. We're going to have a closing date of about the 17th of July, and then we will announce the shortlist. We're going to shortlist 3 in each category, and we'll announce them on Torbay Hour on the 20th of July.
Okay. Now, I mean, if you're having awards, and obviously there was the training that was a few weeks ago now, social media in this part of the world, are we genuinely trailblazing?
I think we are. I think all Torbay Hour. And let's be fair, I don't think it's just us. We've got some brilliant accounts driving social media. We Are South Devon, we've got Boost Torbay, we've got quite a few for such a small area. And I think that actually what we're doing is responding to businesses who in our area, they're the ones that are perhaps trailblazing, because they're the ones that are using social media to get their business across, get their products out there and their services. Which is great. And it's one of those things which is generally, really nice. Wherever you are in the country, you can always see some kind of presence from Devon or from South Devon. But, I was in Cornwall last week on holiday, and, parts of Cornwall are really, kind of within the business community. I won't say where I'm going, because that's not where I was. That's not very fair. But I've just found it really weird, because I would use the hashtag of the town where I was staying, and there was just nothing. And there were businesses there, really successful businesses, who had Twitter accounts, but they were just dormant, weren't being used. And then you come to somewhere like Torbay. I've been to other places in the country on holiday, and they've been real hotspots as well. But Torbay and businesses really engage with people that come down here on holiday or are living around here. I mean, Cornwall was on the national news recently, wasn't it, for being the most connected part of the UK in terms of broadband speeds and things like that. So it's kind of remarkable that they're incredibly connected, but yet not utilising it in the way that we are here. Yeah. Oh well. I think the stats speak for turn me on. I think the stats speak for themselves, really. The hashtag Torbay Hour, it was, for the last couple of weeks, it's been trending like on a Monday night across the UK. Right. Well, we're not the only hour that runs on 8 till 9 on a Monday night. There's about 30 odd hours that run on a Monday night, and it's Torbay Hour that is the one that's trending. So
we can't do that. That's everyone at home, everyone using their phones, everyone tweeting that is doing that and getting that trending. So, yeah, the facts speak for themselves. Torbay's great.
So what are we doing differently then? I mean, this is the key thing. What are we doing differently?
I think everyone's encouraging everyone else to get on. We do our small bit in that, but it's everyone at home going, you need to get on Twitter, you need to start talking to everybody in the area, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. And everyone, the amount of times we get here on a Monday or something, they go, oh, can you say hello to my friend? And that's how I get half of my new people, is because normal accounts, older accounts, or accounts we're used to are actually saying, can you say hello to Dave? Bertie Crew this evening was recommended by @Brixham, I think it was.
Right. Okay, well, that's great. I'm loving it. Time for another tune. Now, this one actually it's a remix of a song which we've been playing for some time from El Sharkeri. It's called Beautiful, and Digby's been working his magic, and this is Beautiful 2015.
What do you want me to do? When you act all cool like you already knew. I'll be stuck here cold, waiting it through. Till your heart starts beating for somebody new. And it's beautiful people like you get whatever they want. And it's beautiful people like you that suck the life right out of my heart. And it's beautiful people like you that make me cry. Nobody else could be nearly as cruel as you. It's a wicked game you're making me play. I crawl back home when you walk away. It's pretty what you want me to say. You'll be long gone if I ask you to stay. You know that it's true. And it's beautiful people like you get whatever they want. And it's beautiful people like you suck the life right out of my heart. And it's beautiful people like you that make me cry.
the TorbayHour radio show. There you go, the new remix version of El Kerry's Beautiful. It's coming up to 20 to 9 already. If you've only just tuned in, you've missed the big announcement. There are going to be the TorbayHour Social Media Awards, a big award ceremony. Black tie required. Not black tie and shorts. I've always wanted to do that. Turn up, black tie, the jacket and that, and then just shorts. But
whatever turns you on, Rick, if you want to come dressed like that.
Well, we've already found out that the show turns Martin on tonight. I mean,
Oh,
yeah. But anyway, yes. So the announcement tonight, then the Social Media Awards. It's going to be happening on the 4th of September. The venue is the Redcliffe Hotel, and we want you to be there. There is, of course, a chance to get tickets. There is also the chance to nominate people. Can we get the final few categories, and then we'll tell you how you actually start getting nominated?
We certainly can. So we're going to have best new business. So whether they're tweeting, using Facebook, but they have to have be less than a year old. This one I love. This is the Love Torbay Award for the account that most celebrates Torbay. We all do this. I think it's one of the things that TorbayHour people are most good at, whether it's by posting pictures all the time or plugging events, but it's the account that most celebrates Torbay. And then the final two are this is the one that I'm just gutted about, because we are going to be crowning the Twitter King of Torbay and the Twitter Queen of Torbay at the end of the evening. So this is really open to absolutely anybody.
Right. Now, I was thinking, obviously, if it was a pearly king and queen, they'd be covered in pearls. If you were the Twitter king or queen, then in Torbay, you're probably going to be covered in seagull poo.
In twits.
Tweeting, yeah. Perhaps not. And there's no obligation to be covered in seagull poo, obviously. So, right, so that's a brilliant... And then you hold that position for a year?
For a year until the next ones, yeah. Okay. Absolutely.
Now, the important thing is how you start nominating people. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a kind of big general nomination and then whittled down to a short list and then voting?
Yeah. The beauty of this is it's not like other awards where you have to fill in a really long and drawn out and complicated application form justifying why you should be in it. We'll be judging on your social media history. So, all we need to do is be able to follow you and see whether it's your Facebook or your Twitter account. So you can either enter yourselves or you can nominate whoever you think is worthy. You do that by visiting www.torbayhour.co.uk/awards, and there'll be a link there to the entry form. We'll also be putting that link all over Facebook, all over Twitter, and I'm sure it'll get retweeted and shared as well. So wherever you see that link, you'll be able to click on it and then you'll be able to enter or nominate. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, as a team, we're going to it's not just going to be the three of us, it's going to be 5 of us, 2 people unrelated to TorbayHour. Obviously it's a bit narrow, our field for judges, because we're hoping that you're all going to enter. So we're going to find 2 judges from outside of Torbay who aren't eligible to enter, and then the 5 of us are going to whittle it down to three shortlisted businesses or individuals in each category. We'll announce that on the 20th of July, and then we'll be judging, and the winners will be announced on the 4th of September.
Wow. Okay. So, I mean, we need to try and find someone of real celebrity status to judge this. Yeah, that'd be quite good.
Well, I think really, if anybody who and thinks that that they know a thing or two about social media and they're not going to be entering the awards, they want to put themselves forward and contact us. We'll consider maybe looking at Martin. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
One other thing as well is that the categories are available for sponsorship. We've already got a few people who we're not going to announce yet. We've got a few categories that have been sponsored by local businesses. Obviously, we've got a lot of platforms. So if anybody wants to come forward and sponsor a category, then we'll be everything that goes out. You'll get all of that kudos. Everywhere we go, you'll go as a sponsor of the award. So just get in touch.
There's a phrase in there, isn't there? Everywhere you go, we go. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, brilliant. Now we'll recap those again. They're obviously going to be tweeted and Facebooked, and they'll be on the website as well. So they're going to be there for everyone to see. But we'll recap those again before the end of the show.
Absolutely.
Martin, what is coming in on the feed tonight?
Right. Okay. So we had 4 Trust on earlier. They said come and see their legal eagles. They can actually use that phrase now because they actually had an eagle in the office during the week. Yep. So
Okay.
Was it a real one?
it was actually a real eagle in their office. They were tweeting pictures of it. I was impressed.
Yeah. Maybe they'd got some kind of mouse problem and they needed sorting out. I don't know.
That's one hell of a mouse problem if they have.
We've got an eagle in.
Bring in the eagle.
I like the idea. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Also, Marketing Geeks, they're getting so busy, they're looking for a new team member. So if you fancy running people's social media accounts, then they're the people to get in touch with. You might even get paid.
I mean, that's really good, though, because it means, A, that the social media thing is working, B, that people are engaging with local businesses to promote other local businesses, and that's what it's all about.
It also shows that they're growing.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
they're quite a new company as well. So, yeah, well done to them, definitely. Powderham have got their 80s gig this weekend, and Disco Junction are going. So
Let's Rock Exeter.
Is that what it is?
Big event, yeah. Howard Jones is going to be there. Howard Jones, he actually lives in the southwest now. Lives just near Taunton, actually. Howard Jones is going to be there. Who else is going to be there?
Who's Howard Jones?
Oh, for goodness sake!
I was born in 1981. I'm sorry.
Did he have that funny haircut?
Well, he had a very big haircut.
Yeah,
it was a
I
kind
thought
of big mullet, and he played lots of keyboards. And he played songs like "What Is Love."
Oh, I know that one.
New song.
I was into The Cure. I was a bit. No, that wasn't my sort of music. I was a bit more gothic than that.
Goodness sake!
Had taste.
All right, for Billy Ocean, he's going to be there.
Oh.
What?
I'm sure it'd be fabulous. It'd be
It's
really
going
good.
to be
It'd be
great.
really good. Yeah.
It's going to be good. Can't believe it, amongst heathens. Carry on, though. Right.
Sorry. Well done to everyone who ran the Torbay Half Marathon. Well done, guys. Seriously, well
Yeah,
done.
no, seriously, well done. Yeah.
Something I definitely couldn't do, not with this gut. But and also well done to Wacky Wabbit, who ran in the mascots one. Apparently hurt himself.
Yeah, but hang on a second, because as we found out last week, he's got the cool suit underneath, so
Yeah.
he wasn't sweating or anything.
And apparently he came last.
I can say no more. I really can't. Time for another new tune. This one from Anthony Lane. Now, Anthony recorded here. This is fresh off the mixer today. Very exciting. It's called Crescents on the Torbay Hour. It's coming up to 8:45 Monday night. Where's the hour going?
When the moment comes
TorbayHour radio show with Anthony Lane. That's called Crescent. Brand new. The feed has gone crazy with people saying, who on earth is this guy that has never heard of such great songs as Nick Kershaw's Wouldn't It Be Good? What a tune. What about Go West, We Close Our Eyes?
I know Go West.
Go West, they're going to be there as well.
I think. Isn't that a song?
Isn't that a shop in Torbay Road?
Go West.
That's Come West.
No, that's Pet Shop
That's Come
Boys.
West.
Oh, for goodness sake. Howard Jones, What Is Love? You
Baby,
must-
don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Okay.
Dear, oh dear. What about Altered Images? Have you heard of Altered Images?
I think so. Put Photoshop.
5 Star. Have you heard of 5 Star?
Yeah, all of my awards.
Love Cats, She Sells Sanctuary. They were better.
Right. Thompson Twins?
Are they nice?
Oh, for God, dear. Either I'm incredibly old or you are just so...
I had a radio in the 80s. I think I only got one in the early 90s.
I don't know. I don't know whether I can carry this on.
I am getting
Yeah.
so much abuse on Twitter.
Not surprised. Well, anyway, let's rock Exeter. For everyone who does remember the 1980s and ABC, Howard Jones, Bananarama, Billy Ocean, Thompson Twins, Altered Images, Real Thing, Midure.
Mid-Ure?
Well, he's going to be there.
Okay.
Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers.
Yeah.
It was going so well until then, wasn't it? It really was. But anyway, they're all going to be at Powderham on the 4th of July, so that's this Saturday. It's coming up to 10 to 9. The big news tonight is the unveiling of the TorbayHour Social Media Awards. It's going to be happening at the Redcliffe Hotel on the 4th of September. There's a fourth thing running on. And also, the other important thing is it's the day after my birthday. So if you're coming to the awards, you can bring the presents with you.
And buy you drinks. And if you can't drink them, then I am your wingman.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. So the award categories, let's rattle through them again.
Okay,
caught you out there. Sorry.
Best Facebook. Best Facebook business page. Best small business Twitter account, owner managed. Best business account, corporate. Best integrated social media campaign. Best blog. Best community engagement, open to charities and CICs. Best new business, less than a year old. The Love Torbay Award, the account that most celebrates our beautiful Torbay. And the Twitter King of Torbay and the Twitter Queen of Torbay.
And the one that celebrates Torbay, it doesn't have to be photographic necessarily, does it? It could just be celebrating, so if you're not good with the camera, it doesn't really matter.
It could be somebody that is just really passionate about where we live, and actually that what they do is they support and retweet everything that goes on, so that they're just promoting everything about Torbay. There's quite a lot of accounts out there that do that.
Brilliant. So we need to know how we get involved. It's via the website. You're tweeting links, which is the thing.
So basically, there's going to be a link to a form where you can either enter yourself or you can nominate somebody. That will be on our website at www.torbayhour.co.uk/awards, but we will also be sharing that link on Facebook, and we'll be putting it out on Twitter, and I'm sure it'll get retweeted. And actually, you can always just contact us if you can't find it. Send us a DM or get in touch with us, and we'll send you the link.
Brilliant. Now, of course, the other thing is that there are those categories which are available for sponsorship. So if you want to support the TorbayHour and what they do during the rest of the year for social media and promoting doing business in Torbay and South Devon, you can do that as well. Get in touch at any point.
And come along on the night and get involved and have a bit of a party. So
you can come buy individual tickets, or you can buy a table.
Yep, so you can buy individual tickets. It's a 3-course dinner, dancing and awards at £32.50 a ticket, or a table of 10 for £300. So get your friends together and save a bit of money and come along. Might be a works night out, something to some way to celebrate the work that your team do on social media. But come along and join us and have a great night.
We'll have a good old TorbayHour knees up.
Absolutely.
And it's great. And also, I mean, towards the end of the summer season and just before the schools go back, so hopefully we'll get loads of stories about doing great business across the summer period. Certainly so far, looking at the weather forecast, it looks as though it's going to be fairly... Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, we'll be playing stormy weather soon.
No, perhaps not. And certainly won't be singing along after last week's performance. But yes, so there you go. That's the big announcement tonight, the Torbay Social Media Awards. It's going to be happening on the 4th of September at the Redcliffe Hotel. what on earth can you unveil next? The next time you return, how are you going to better
Is that
this?
Derek? I'm not revealing anything.
With the temperature going up in this place, we might be forced to.
Yeah, no, no. Oh, no.
I'll be back when it's a bit cooler then in October.
That's a very, very good idea. What have we got coming in other than abuse for you never having heard of 5-star?
So much abuse. I feel like Jeremy Clarkson. Right, so at Beach Hut Magazine, they're looking for a transfer from Paignton to Gatwick for 3 people. So if you can help her with that and do it on the cheap for her, that'd be fantastic if you can get in touch. At Kate Skilton, they need a good venue for a weekend craft retreat in the Bay. So if you've got a hotel or something like that you can offer her, somewhere with a bit of space for her to work and do, I'm guessing, bring more people in. So that'd be a good one. Douglas House 4, that's I can't remember what charity it is now off the top of my head, but they're looking for volunteers. It's a really worthwhile charity to help, even though I can't remember which one it is. But I tell you what,
Leonard Cheshire.
Leonard
Martin,
Cheshire.
Leonard Cheshire, and Douglas House is the home in Brixham.
Indeed. The reason why I know it's a good thing to do is because I did it when it was fantastic getting to know all the guys and girls there. The 4th of July is Independent Day, so support your local businesses on the 4th of July. I'm sure we'll be back before then, or is that this weekend?
That's this weekend. It's the same day as Howard Jones is performing live at Powderham.
Who? Oh, yeah. So make sure you get out there this weekend and buy off the locals. Don't go to Sainsbury's, don't go to Tesco's. Find your corner shop. Go support your independent businesses.
I think that's a great initiative. Wasn't that started by American Express?
Could well have been, actually.
I think it was. It's a really, really good idea. I like that. We got time to squeeze in one more tune before the end of the show. This one from the Humanitarians. It's called Call Outs.
Society. You better call out if you want to be free. You better call out. You better call out. You better call out if you want to be free. You better call out. You better call out. You better call out if you want to be free. Free, my love, to be what you will be.
Humanitarians and Call Out. I tell you what, the music scene is thriving. So many great acts actually coming from Devon. In fact, there was some on the stage at Glastonbury this weekend as well. So if you're just coming back from that, probably slightly smelly now. Delving into the shower, you probably saw some Devon acts performing live at that massive venue. Unbelievably, we're only a couple of minutes away from the end of the show. Other than the now constant stream of abuse for your lack of musical knowledge from the 80s, what have we got tonight?
Just abuse.
Oh,
just
okay.
so much abuse. Right, okay, so and one more new account. We got at Willis Powell, POWE. They're a new architecture and design company in the Bay. At RWB_cook_app. They missed TorbayHour tonight. They're watching Humans. How very dare you, but what a fantastic show that is. I'm loving it.
There's one just coming here from Sarah Reddy, says there are still some spaces left for spa treatments. I like the look of that pool they've just tweeted. Wow.
That is a nice pool.
That.
Should we go get a spa treatment this
I like
weekend?
the idea of that, yeah. Ilsington.co.uk spa treatments. There you go. Right. So if you want to find out all the details then of the social media awards that have been announced tonight, you can do that. It's so desperately simple. Sophie's going to tell us the website.
www.torbayhour.co.uk/awards. You thought you were going to catch me out then, Rick, so I was looking at my phone.
No, I really didn't.
I did.
I wouldn't try and catch you.
I'm a professional.
I know.
Otherwise known as the Torbays. So if you do see us talking about the Torbays,
Yeah, we're hashtagging because it's a bit of a mouthful. So if you see hashtag Torbays, that's our awards.
All right, if you fancy nominating someone for a Torbay, all the details on the website. If you want to hear the show all over again, I actually am going to listen back just to check the time because I think we've gone through a time of about 20 minutes.
if that.
But yes, the Listen Again service is provided via the YouTube channel. Just go along to YouTube, search TorbayHour. The entire back catalogue is there. We have made slight progress with the podcasting, but we will unveil that as time goes on that one. So yes, that will hopefully be available in the not too distant future. Thanks to the Babakim. Without their continued support, this couldn't happen. Big thanks to Armstrong Removals as well for supporting the Account of the Week. If you fancy being the Account of the Week next week, get in touch with Martin. Actually, I think a couple of weeks down the line now, isn't it?
End of July is the next one, I think.
We'll get you on. We'll talk to you soon and shout about your business in Torbay and South Devon.
Talking and tweeting business in Torbay and South Devon. This